In Washington Square Park, on the northern side, beneath the Washington Arch, stands a 37-foot cage. Arch by Ai Weiwei is part of a citywide exhibition which debuted in October, commissioned and curated by Public Art Fund. The exhibition centers on themes of separation and exclusion, presenting the experience of separation that are reinforced through the use of fences, experiences that Weiwei has had firsthand through his childhood as his family was exiled, while contributing as a human rights activist, visiting refugee camps and border sites across the world, as well as a recent incident where he was detained for several months by the Chinese government. These ideas have manifested onto the works in a variety of ways, using fences as a basis for the sculptural language that is present in each work. Arch is comprised of galvanized mild steel and mirror-polished stainless steel. Standing at almost 40 feet, it echoes the form of the Washington Marble Monument. At its base, there is a passageway from a silhouette of two united figures, through which the polished stainless steel creates rippled reflections.
Oh, it's interesting. There's so much about it. There's so many little pieces and parts that are different. There's a lot to look at.
Let me see it.
Like a monument to something? Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Maybe first time.
Well,
I feel like the medium's really cool, and like the height and how big. And I like the open space inside it, and the fact that you're able to walk through it really adds like the fact that you see like people walk in and out of it. It adds depth and just movement throughout the whole piece.
Walkway. Oh, it's hard. It looks like it'd be like two heads, I guess. Two people.
I feel like it's two silhouettes, like from what I'm looking at. I just like how plated, like it's cut off, like the center's cut off, and they still put like a division between the inside of the cage and the outside of the cage. I feel like, but it fits really well with like the architecture that's already here.
the outline of the passageway comes from Marcel Duchamp's 1937 Door for Godiva, a frame that would greet visitors as they entered André Breton's art gallery in Paris. A reference not misplaced, as Duchamp was known for spending some time in Washington Square Park, and once during World War I proclaimed the Arch as an independent republic. This highlights the influence Duchamp has had on Weiwei himself, also an immigrant artist. Do you think it adds anything to your experience of the park here?
Definitely does.
Definitely?
Yeah, because now I'm thinking about it. I'm really into it. I like the top up here. That looks like it crosses over.
Yeah, yeah. It almost looks like a bird cage, I would say.
It does, yeah. Well, a cave.
Yeah.
Definitely. But then it looks like...
In this work, Weiwei makes use of the spaces to create a dialogue between the newly applied structure and the already present architecture, shaping the cage structure to fit with, yet still stand out from the already existing monument. This principle of sparking dialogue between traditional thought and the contemporary world is prevalent throughout his work, such as Coca-Cola vase, where a Han Dynasty vase was emblazoned with the company's logo. However, this time around he is making use of architectural mediums and speaking to a global discussion of fences used to wall others out from our territories, policy that which has been at the center of much debate in recent times. Several months before installation, the Washington Square Association voiced their opinions in protest against the public artwork, stating that the art piece would obstruct the tradition of erecting the park's annual Christmas tree, which would have stood where the artwork stands.
Public funding. It depends on the piece. Like, I feel like the community should get a say, but definitely like public funding towards the arts is really good. Like, it's cool.
So I like art. I like
Right.
this stuff. I'd like to see
Okay.
more of it everywhere. So yes, I do.
Ultimately, the success of Arch is in its multi-dimensionality. In a community that was founded on an open gate to the world, yet still suffers with paranoia towards the other side. This piece reflects the hopes and fears of many people who share the same place. In artwork's strength is in the ability to offer distinct perspectives. By this standard, it has risen as a great achievement. Arch transforms a familiar gateway into a confining obstruction, bringing to mind what happens when we place obstacles to separate us and whether it is something we truly want.